Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Steve and accompanied by Queen Taylor, and today is the 10 best places to visit in the United Kingdom, the UK travel guide to England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland.
And apparently not Wales.
And apparently not Wales.
It's not in the title.
It's not in the title, you guys. I don't know what to tell you. But
Get out of here.
Get out of here. We're like, I don't want you guys visiting there. So with that being said, let's hop on over to the video and let's get it started.
The United Kingdom, or the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland as it's officially titled, is a country in the northwest portion of Europe. It includes England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, and has had a long and fascinating history. At one point, it was the largest empire in history, and there is a large British influence in many of its former colonies and territories. If you're planning a trip to the United Kingdom, you might be overwhelmed by how much there is to do. This list of the 10 best places to visit in the UK will help you craft the perfect itinerary. Welcome to Multi-City Trips, the multi-destination travel expert for personalized multi-city trips to Europe.
I'm sorry, I had to throw that in there.
Okay, for those that need the reference, we were taught our entire lives growing up that Big Ben is the entire tower. Never, ever in our 30-something years of life have we been told different. I mean, any merch you get, literally anything, the whole thing is Big Ben. So I made a comment in another video about Big Ben being under renovation while I visited and learned that Big Ben, you can't actually even see. It's the bell. And the tower is Elizabeth Tower?
I don't care.
I think.
I don't.
Okay, well, on that note.
They said they left this whole comment explaining that, and I was like, it's Big Ben. Why would he call it Big Ben then?
I don't know. Anyways. Feeling real weird now.
There is to do. This list of the 10 best places to visit in the UK will help you craft the perfect itinerary. Welcome to Multi-City Trips, the multi-destination travel expert for personalized multi-city trips to Europe. And in today's video,
I also learned
we give you our
River Thames. You didn't need to pause it. I had 2 words.
Well, people.
I don't care.
Okay.
It was literally 5 words long.
Our top picks of the 10 best places you should consider visiting in the UK. New to our travel channel? We post new videos every Monday and Thursday, so subscribe today and ring the bell so you don't miss out on our latest travel guide, inspiration, tips, and amazing travel itineraries available to your favorite destinations in Europe. To make the most of this United Kingdom travel guide, check out our recommended flights, hotels to stay in, and more things you can do at each destination in the video description below. For a full list of recommendations, click on the link provided in the description to access the blog post version of this guide from our website. Here are the top 10 of the best places you should consider visiting for your next trip to the UK. Number 1. London. London is one of the most fascinating and well-known cities in the world because of how it blends cultural innovation with historical legacy. There are so many incredible things to do in England's capital city beyond the typical attractions like Big Ben or the Tower of London. Although those are definitely worth visiting, check out local...
I don't know what to do with that information. She literally just said, go check out Big Ben. Did you not hear her say that? Like, I don't know what to do with that comment. she said
just get off it.
I can't. She winded me up. It winded me up.
You're winding me up.
With historical legacy. There are so many incredible things to do in England's capital city beyond the typical attractions like Big Ben or the Tower of London. Although those are definitely worth visiting, check out local flea markets and antique shops, or catch a show at a West End theater or one of the city's many concert or comedy venues. You can also grab a bite to eat at the city's oldest restaurant, Rolls, which dates back to 1789.
Wow.
Yeah. Damn, look at that.
Number 2. The Cotswolds. This region was officially designated as an area of outstanding natural beauty in 1966, but the man-made elements are gorgeous as well. A walk through the cobblestone streets will make you feel like you've stepped into the pages of a fairy tale. Spend your time in one of England's most picturesque regions by picking your own fruit at local orchards, shopping at local businesses, and if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you'll want to explore St. Edward's Church in Stow-on-the-Wold and see its north door. The site of this door, framed by yew trees, is said to have inspired J.R.R. Tolkien when he was writing the iconic series.
You been there?
No, but I'm pretty sure it's on my
Number 3.
saved list.
Bath. The name Bath is accurate, with a city known for the historic Roman bathhouses and hot springs that date back to as early as 50 AD. You can see these well-maintained structures when you visit, and while the water in historic baths is off limits, you can opt for one of the contemporary bathhouses to feel the benefits of the hot springs' natural waters with modern comforts. Bath is also home to other interesting sites, such as the Jane Austen Centre, which features wax statues and information that details the life of one of the most famous authors in English history. Number 4. Brighton. Located on England's southern coastline, Brighton is one of the country's best coastal destinations. It's known for its vibrant, quirky culture, and you can spend your time here browsing antique shops, unique eateries, and enjoying the city's beaches. Make sure you take time to visit the Brighton Palace Pier and experience its fair-like atmosphere.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but our boy Ren is from Brighton, right?
Oh.
I'm like 90% sure he's a Brighton boy. And
I think
now,
you're right.
this looks like a scene from like the Jersey Shore or like Miami. Like, that's how this kind of looks. I wonder if the waters are blue like that. I know if you have seen the Miami coast, the water's so clear that you can like see your feet at the bottom. So
yeah, I mean, it's really hard to tell from the views we're getting from this on video, but maybe. They talked about antique shops and unique eateries, and I was like, ooh, you had me sold and then sold again.
Atmosphere, which features amusement park rides, food, shops, and sideshows. Number 5. Edinburgh. Scotland's capital city is filled with history, art, and modern Scottish culture. You can spend your day exploring Edinburgh Castle and see impressive artifacts like Scotland's crown jewels. If you're visiting in the late summer, try to check out the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which is one of the largest arts and cultural festivals in the entire world. Not only are there official venues showcasing all kinds of talented performers, but nearly every possible space becomes a makeshift venue with bars and pubs hosting events and musicians performing in the streets. Number 6. Glasgow. Scotland's most populous city, Glasgow, has a reputation as being one of the friendliest cities in the country, so if you're a social person, you'll have a great time visiting and getting to know the local community and culture.
There we go, babe.
The city is defined by its Victorian-era architecture and its role as an artistic hub. The city, with a Scottish ballet and Scottish opera located here, as well as a modern music scene that produced artists like the Belle and Sebastian and Franz Ferdinand.
AI is glitching.
Number 7. Cardiff. Wales's capital city is filled with museums, restaurants, and shops to explore.
They do have Wales on the list.
Cardiff Castle is a definite highlight, as is the Cardiff Central Market. The market is an indoor shopping centre housed in a Victorian-era structure. Cardiff is also a major filming location for television shows like Doctor Who, so you might even get to see some behind-the-scenes moments depending on when you visit.
That's pretty cool. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, it is.
Number 8. Snowdonia National Park.
Wow.
For a more outdoorsy experience in the UK, be sure to visit the picturesque Snowdonia National Park. Located in the northwestern part of Wales, it was the country's first designated national park. It contains 9 mountain ranges that cover over the park and includes an incredibly varied landscape. When you explore Snowdonia, you could see mountains and steep cliffs, as well as lush river gorges, waterfalls, and forested areas. Entry to this beautiful Welsh park is free, and it's open daily.
That's stunning.
That is stunning. See, that gets me more excited.
Number
than,
9,
like, the cool...
Belfast.
Yeah.
Belfast
Yeah.
is Northern Ireland's capital city and has played an important role in the region's history and growth. It was a major port city, and several industries found incredible success here. Many major ships were built in Belfast shipyards, including the infamous RMS Titanic. Today, when you visit Belfast, you can learn about this naval history by visiting the Titanic Museum to see various exhibits and displays that tell the story of this ill-fated ship.
We are going to. I'll say at the end.
Okay.
Number 10, Derry. Derry, officially known as Londonderry, is on many people's radar because of the popular show Derry Girls, which premiered in 2018. But it's one of Northern Ireland's most populous cities with many incredible sights to see. One of the most famous are the city's walls, which date back to the 17th century. The walls include 7 gates, 4 of which are original. There you have
wild.
it, our top 10 of the best places you should consider visiting for your next trip to the United Kingdom. We hope you find our guide helpful, and if you are planning a trip to any of these amazing places in the UK, ensure to check our recommended of the best flights, hotels you can stay in, and best things to do during your visit in the video description below.
All right. So what did you think of the video?
I thought it was very interesting. I have been to a couple of those places, but not most of them. And you had asked if I had been to the Titanic Museum in Belfast, which I said I would get to because it was a little bit longer than I wanted to talk about then. But when we went to Ireland, we had planned to go to Belfast and to see Giant's Causeway and the Titanic Museum. But as you know, what happened, we went to Cork first and we started there to work our way kind of around the country. And we booked a B&B. So this is story time. Okay. We booked a B&B and they basically scammed us. They never responded. The key that they gave us didn't work. We called them for hours. We sat at a pub right across the street drinking beers and calling and emailing and never got anything back from them. And pub goers would kind of just sporadically leave and they would try to help us call and nothing ever came of it. So a couple hours in, this couple that was there left and came back and they offered us to stay with them. And we're like, no, it's okay. I'm in the middle already of booking a hotel. And they're like, no way, it's going to be astronomical, like the last minute like this. And it was, but we were going to do it. And they finally convinced us to go stay at their house. And they welcomed us right in. Open doors, gave us a key to their house. They're like, go explore Cork, come back whatever time, doesn't matter, 1 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m. They took us around town, showed us a bunch of stuff, made us a super delicious Irish breakfast, yada, yada, yada. All this to say, we spent a couple awesome days with them, made our way around, stopped at Galway, and never made it any farther because we decided before we left the country to go on to the next, we wanted to go back and spend 2 more days with them before leaving. So we did that and never made it to Northern Ireland. Nice. Yeah, it was a lot cooler though. We made lifelong friends. We still talk to them. Some super incredible people. So next time I'm going.
Let us know down in the comments if you want to hear about Taylor's journey to Europe.
Yeah.
And her European trip.
It was fun.
Because I think, I've heard bits and pieces. I don't think I got the whole rundown, but definitely there's, when we go visit Europe again, you'll be with me. I think you'll have maybe a different experience. And
yeah,
I don't want to go, I want to go for like a month or 2. I want to make it a dedicated thing. Maybe we'll vlog it. I really want to spend a lot of time. So I was going to ask you, what's your favorite one? And in my mind, I was like, doesn't matter because we're going to see them all.
Yeah. Well, and that's what was hard was my trip was 5 weeks long, but it was 10 countries that I crammed into those 5 weeks. It was very fast paced. And, I would love to go back to all of those places and spend more time. And if it was up to me, I would move to Europe and at least for a year minimum and travel as much as possible all over there and see as much as I could. But, it's hard.
It is very hard. It's very expensive. It's something you got to kind of save up and make sure you've got enough to stick the landing, so to say. But yeah, I thought they were all awesome. I know there was a little joking going on. in the beginning about the Big Ben thing, but it doesn't matter. That was just all in jest from some comments we received. But
Yeah.
overall, I
It
thought
was just banter.
it was just banter. And I will say I've never seen, you know, these places before.
Yeah.
So even just kind of looking at it, and like, you guys might hate what I'm about to say, but it's not as drastic as I thought it would be.
How do you mean?
What I mean by that, I thought there would be like, there was some shots that I'm like, I can't tell if that's America or not. You know,
Okay.
like if you would have not told me that this was like, you know, anything in the UK, I would be like, oh, it looks like a typical American street. Like, it was very modernized. It was very, you know, there was like, especially with London, there was like a lot of architecture that like really dated or put it into a period. But like, other than that, there were some places like when they were going over Brighton, I was like, this looks like,
Yeah, it does look like a northeast coast type
Yeah.
town. I could see that when you're talking about New Jersey and
yeah.
things like that. I could totally see. Yeah.
So I was like, we're not so different. We have the same things. You guys drive cars, we drive cars. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Jesting.
I don't know why like that Glasgow place is, that's what I envision. Glasgow being, that's what I envision Europe, like cobblestone roads everywhere, like
Yeah.
ancient freaking buildings. Like,
That's how I didn't visit Glasgow either. That's another place I would like to go. But also, I learned that I said Edinburgh wrong. I say Edinburgh, so I enunciate it incorrectly.
Edinburgh.
So thank you for just letting me know that it's Edinburgh, not Borough.
bruh,
So Edinburgh,
bruh.
you would love, because it's just like that, like
Yeah.
cobblestone, super ancient, so much history. I fell in love with that place, and I was
That's
genuinely ready to move there when COVID hit. I was like, I'm moving, I'm getting the dogs, and we're coming back.
And I mean, like a lot of the metropolitan areas that they were showing us, I wasn't really getting excited about it because I'm like, it's just a metropolitan.
Yeah.
The ancient, like cobblestone, the history, the like natural beauty. I don't know what it is with me. Like, getting older, I just love nature more.
Yeah.
Like, when did I become this person? You
It's definitely the places that have that natural scenery that we're drawn towards. And like
Yeah.
you said, the history. Yeah, I don't really care so much for big cities, which of course, you know, I visited. I went to London. I went to the Shard, which was really cool. I suggest it if you go to London. I know it's probably touristy, but very cool experience. But it's, yeah, like places that is just green for miles, and you see the ocean and you see castles and you walk cobblestone streets and you talk to locals. That's where it's at. The heart and soul of the country is that.
Very cool. So you guys, let us know what you think down in the comments. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.